Well then, it's a Friday evening, another day of week of work has finished. Now, today it was published basically the financial situation of Piaggio. And looking at a quick glance, they don't seem to be in type of financial crisis, despite how the situation is regarding these sectors. They're doing well, but not pretty well. Fair enough. And this boils down to the fact 2 years on the trot, the establishment wanted the trade unions to sign contratti di solidarietà o cassa integrazione 0 ora. That means it's a temporary layoff which will be paid by the welfare services, not by the company, taxpayers. And if they had to use this social called instrument, which is 36 months, for every 5 years, the company can turn around and say, we have to sack these people because it's too many of you which financially for them they can't handle, because all companies go through mergers, redimensions, reduction personnel, redundancies, all of that shit. Since the old owner, Roberto Cornina, passed away, his two sons, Michele and Matteo, they took over the company. And obviously, they have more decision powers, they have more control of the company now. Won't have to negotiate with banks, and probably future, what you may call it, partners, business partners, should say. And they just turned around and said 800 people have to go between office workers and workers in the workshops. Because sincerely, they done this so-called, what they call an Italian co-sociato in the Philippines, a co-association in the Philippines, because it's the land of joint ventures. The Philippines is. Mind you, there's been a lot of talk about some type of merger, joint ventures, with probably with a Chinese company or an Indian company, because, or probably a sellout to a competitor that buy lock, stock and barrel. And the company can't face it by itself without a strong partner in those markets. Within a few years they will be absolutely destroyed, and then whoever picks up the remains of this company will get it for a rock bottom price, like they've done with the MG, United Kingdom and Chinese. It's probably the same thing if they decide to go it their own way, which is only a recipe for disaster, because you can't compete with Asian competitors, especially China. Too strong. They have the technology, the capacity and the money to produce these vehicles in mass. And obviously the labour costs are more, a lot less than regarding in Italy. And even if The European market is overflowed with staff. Is what they call such a hidden in Italy. They have to look for other overseas markets to compete with. Like I said, future partner or buyout. It's only a solution you can stay alive and survive. Unless one's crazy enough to become Don Quixote and fight all of them. At the end of the, what you would call it, day, they will be totally destroyed, the company. Then afterwards you have to do massive layoffs. But the massive layoffs is a part of the phase of the new era which this company is going into. It's a bit like having a thorn in your side or ball and chain on your leg. If you can get rid of it, why not? A spot of cleaning out in this company only can make it more competitive, more appetizing for future companies, whether it's a buyer or a merger, whatever. It doesn't make you more competitive, even if you manage to lay off 800 people. And will be a good thing. The company says, listen, 800 people have to go. Okay, fair enough. For the trade unions, you can do it like this. Those people have to go in retirement. They can benefit, which they call NASPs. Or voluntary redundancies with substantial economical incentive, which Stellantis is doing, which is a lot more better shape than the Piaggio is. Stellantis. You can't just throw out people in the middle of the road just like that. You have to give them an alternative. But mind you, the 800 Indian will have to go. There's no much alternative locally speaking. It's one of the major employers of Toscana, basically.